allowing any lanes to open up.
Now it's Ryan being chased out left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big connection on that one, 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now it's Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point by Koo, up and good.
And it will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose. And see if they can get it downfield. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we, talking to him. They felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, this This defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory, but I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Andrews. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Ryan. Throw left. Complete. That's Gonzalez.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle. I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A first down carry here for Charles. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive with it, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it with Andrews. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Ryan. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air, 38 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 14. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Running for it. Here's Anderson. And he picks up the first as he's able. Take it down to the 7-yard line. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Frank Clark showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. To try again after the sack. Ryan, and a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 3rd and goal, a big play in the Super Bowl. Ryan. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run from the gun with Charles. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Vic Beasley in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
He is going to find Hill here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to a field goal. That time, a 9-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes Andrews. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. The 20, 10, 5, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep. up with. And they say challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Takes it at the 7.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to a field goal. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. Here comes Andrews. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Jones. They've got his man complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there just before halftime.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Charles. And this carrying out is productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And a solid run down inside the 30.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point. Working with a 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch. But the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now an inside handoff for Charles. Pushing his way through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's complete. It's Charles. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down now, it's Charles. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons deep. Yet again drops him behind the line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
Handoff comes to Anderson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Anderson.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Steps away to his left. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. From their own territory, an incredible play on 4th down. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run with Anderson. He's been the bell cow tonight. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Anderson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage. But
and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late when our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by Koo, up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 1st down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Going underneath for Charles. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. And again, it's Mahomes. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey.
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes Andrews. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly, trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. seconds left. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl.
And the Chiefs are closing in on their second Super Bowl title in 3 years. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 82 yards.
And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
They're going to run it with Anderson, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Here's Anderson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to run about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, Anderson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Forced out to his left. He's to the 10, and he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Ryan. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion. And guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy, because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
And your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. A dump off for Charles. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. It'll be Charles again. He has been the workhorse tonight. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner. For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has... What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl.